putting together a show. It's a place where people can see things they've never seen before. Okay.
Who's that?
And what is your act?
I don't have an act.
Everyone's got an act.
Who knew that you were a trapeze artist? I mean, is that like...
Neither did I, honestly. I had no idea. Trapezing, being a trapeze artist, that was never something I thought that I would ever do or try. And I'm very glad that it was part of my job description for this because, I, again, would have never touched a trapeze bar in my life. But because of this, I have a new skill now. And also was able to like physically push myself, you know? It's one thing to sing and to dance and do things I've done before and then try to do them better, but then to acquire a new skill, that's something that makes me excited, you know?
Is it something you're gonna keep up?
We'll see.
You're like, maybe not.
No, I do, but when am I gonna have time? When am I gonna have time?
Weekends, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, right, a quick weekend trapeze session?
You get one put into your house, I don't know. A theatre critic describes to Hugh Jackman's character that the circus is a great display of humanity that feels like such a wonderful way to describe not just the people but the movie. Would you agree?
The reason why I fell in love with the idea of this movie and a huge portion of, obviously, my character's role, I think this love story can happen. It happens to happen within the circus, but could happen anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think there's something beautiful about two characters that are letting their heart decide for them, no matter what the world is telling them that they can't be together. And I think there's so many people now, and it's so relevant now, people trying to tell us who we're allowed to love. And at the end of the day, love is love, and love should be the only thing that guides us, you know what I'm saying? I think that is so relevant to so many different people, and that's why these characters it's an important story to tell, you know? The world does not, it's a silent love story. They can't speak, they can't talk, they can't touch, you know? So the audience falls in love with the idea of them falling in love, you know, so even the looks that they give each other or a touching of the hand, that becomes more special to us, you know, so that was something that was definitely special to me.
Now, most people from our generation grow up dreaming about singing a duet with actual Troy Bolton, and you actually get to do this in Rewrite the Stars, your duet with Zac. What was that like?
You know, it's funny because I mean, everybody's obviously seen High School Musical, but I wasn't like a super fan or anything like that. I openly admit I was not the one with his poster above my bed. I know, it's made me be a bad thing, apparently. But, you know, also, you know, being in this industry, I think, you know, it's important that, you know, there's the Zac Efron that people see, and then there's the one that I got to meet as a human being, you know, and that was cool. And he is awesome to work with, and I think we created a good team. Yeah. Because literally the first day, you know, it's like, all right, you guys are harnessed together, now get in the air. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, we're off. We're in the air together. You know, like there's no icebreaker. We're doing this, you know? And so it's good to have someone that really wants to create something beautiful just like you do. And also is going to physically, quite literally hold you up, you know what I mean? So that was great. And I think we have a good energy dynamic. He's the thinker. He's like, what about this? And I'm just like, man, let's just do it. You know, so it was a good synergy.
And alongside all that, you also get to live out pretty much every gay man's fantasy, which is you get to kiss Zac as well. Really hard day on set, really tough. Imagine that took a lot.
You know, it was awful, honestly. No, listen, that's part of the job.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't a tough job, but it's part of the job nonetheless.
And finally, this film could also be interpreted as a metaphor for certain parts and groups within society that kind of feel underrepresented. Yeah. That kind of feels as to maybe why this film is so important to come out into 2017/18. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I think, you know, a song that's sung by KR, that's, I think, a huge thing. I think just for myself as well, every time I hear it, I get choked up. I think it's just one of those things I can't sing along to it. Is This Is Me. Yep. And if you listen to the lyrics, just the idea of, you know, I am brave, I am bruised, I'm who I'm meant to be. You know, just that idea of we are all, you know, not perfect. We are all not perfect. We all have our issues. We all have our things that we go through and our baggage. But that is exactly what makes you who you are. And it's much easier said than done, but I think that there's a beautiful moment, you know, when they come together and say, this is who we are, and we're not afraid to be exactly who we are. And I think a lot of people need that song.